guys, so it's time for a really late what I've been watching. So I'm really sorry about the fact that this is late, but from now on, cars will go past, mopeds will go past, it'll be really loud, but from now on, I will make sure that they are relatively on time because this one is obnoxiously late, so I'm sorry about that. But I did watch a ton of anime this month, so there is that, and I get to talk about that, which is really exciting. So the first thing I want to talk about is, it's going to be the last time I mention this, is Shirokuma Cafe. The reason that it's going to be the last time I mention it is because I've actually finished the show now. I loved it. I really did, and I really want it to get released on DVD over here so that I can buy it. It could be in singles, there could be 51, £21 singles, and I would buy them because I just loved this show so much. I honestly cannot recommend this show enough if you haven't seen it. It's just absolutely fantastic, and just please go and watch it. I won't mention it again, I promise, unless a season 2 happens. Then I get to mention it all the time. It's in the rules. So the next thing that I finished this month was Bin Chao Tan. I didn't really care for this show too much. I mean, it was cute, and I think that's all it was trying to achieve, and it achieved that. So I guess it did its job in just having an anime about really cute small girls, I suppose. I can't say I'm going to rewatch this show, or recommend it, or really even think about it again after now, but I finished Bin Chao Tan. Next is Starry Sky, and I finally finished this show, and I'm so happy to have finished it because it was really bad. Like, really bad. I can recommend so many other shows that try to do what this show does, but actually does it properly. This just was not very good. I don't know if it was trying to be a romance or just trying to like showcase these characters that were probably really marketable at some point, but I just didn't enjoy it. I do have to point out that there was a moment in episode 16 that just made me laugh. So the plot of this episode was basically they had a cafe that they made for the school festival, and they went to celebrate finishing it, but left the window open and it started raining and just fucking disaster happened. Like everything went wrong. It's like, oh no, we left the window open and now everything is destroyed even though it's not physically possible for that to happen. Oh no, what are we gonna do? It was just the most ridiculous thing and so bad. Don't watch Starry Sky. Next on my list is Yutori-chan. Yutori-chan is one of those 2-minute short series, and it wasn't very good. Like, I started watching this when it started airing and I just forgot about it and thought, well, I guess I'll start watching it again, you know, get something off my on hold list, get it finished. It was really quite bad. I don't know if it's just me because I don't get a whole lot out of these 2-minute shorts, because the only one that I've ever seen that I've really liked was Encouragement of Climb, and this one just wasn't very good. Next on my list is Bonen no Zammed, or Zammed of the Lost Memory. It's got like a billion different names. I'm gonna call it Bonen no Zammed. This is a bone show that I started watching in my first year of university, so it's taken me a really long time to finish it because I just forgot about it. And I didn't like it all that much, got to be honest. The first episode of this show is amazing and I still remember it really clearly because it's so good. I just didn't like the show on a whole, and it really disappoints me when I find a bone show that I don't like. And this just happened to be one of them. You might be able to tell, all the things that I finished this month, I only liked one of them. I don't know why I watch anime sometimes, I've got to be honest. But I did start a lot of good shows this month, so we'll talk about those, and the first one is Mushishi. A lot of people in my life have recommended me Mushishi based on the fact that I am a really big fan of Kino's Journey, and I can see why people did that because it's got a very similar vibe, it's very episodic, and it's very similar in that way. I just don't... A lot of people suggested that I would prefer Mushishi over Kino's Journey, and I just really don't. It's not that Mushishi's bad, it's just I personally got on with Kino's Journey a lot more. For some reason I feel like there's a big overarching story in Kino's Journey, or it has more meaning or something, whereas Mushishi doesn't have that. But that being said, I really like Mushishi. I think it's just so well done, it's beautifully animated, and I've started watching it at the right time because there's going to be a season 2 next season, so I'm super excited about that. Next on the list is Pokemon Best Wishes. Started watching a little bit more of this. I only watched about 2 or 3 episodes, but it's Pokemon, there's not really a lot to talk about. It's just my goal to finish all of the Best Wishes seasons because I really like Best Wishes, and I need to finish all the stuff before the episodes that have N in them. If you've been around for a while, you'll know that I really like N, so I'm just, you know, I'm going with that one. I really want to watch the episodes that have N in, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, it's gonna be so good. Next on the list is Space Brothers. Hooray! I finally started my catch-up with Space Brothers that I wanted to start maybe a year ago because I was about 60 episodes behind or something. I remembered that I really liked Space Brothers, but it just occurred to me when I was watching this, oh yeah, this is why I like Space Brothers, and it's so unexplainable, like I can't tell you why I like this show so much. It's just really good. I actually watched 32 episodes of Space Brothers, which is where a lot of my time has gone over the past month. And it's just a fantastic show. Cannot recommend it enough if you have the patience to watch about 90 episodes of a show that's still going. I love it, personally, and I think people who are into sort of space travel and all that sort of stuff will get a kick out of this. I'm personally really excited to see more of this because I just... Space Brothers is so good. Next on the list is something that Yokorama would not shut up about. So... Yokorama kept telling me to watch White Album 2, so I started watching White Album 2. I am about 2 episodes into it, I think, 2 or 3 episodes, and it's not grabbed me so far, but I'm sort of hopeful that I will like it more towards the end, because no one mentioned it at the start of the season, and then everyone started talking about it when it was finishing, so I have hope for this, so I'll probably finish this over the next couple of weeks. Alright, the next one I'm going to have to read, because I am stupid. Hanbun no Tsuki ga Noboru Sora. Noboru. I'm so good at Japanese, guys. This has been something that I've been meaning to watch for years because it's just a 6-episode TV show that I'd heard alright things about, I suppose. It's about a girl in hospital who meets a guy who's in hospital, and it's not going to end well, I can imagine. I've only watched 2 episodes of it, so I just don't have good feelings about this show ending on a happy note. Don't have a lot to say about this show. I'll finish it and I'll probably have more to say about it then. So I'm just going to move on to the next one, which is Golden Time. I started watching Golden Time because I had this massive list of things that I meant to watch last season and just never did, and Golden Time was one of those on that list, so there's still Kill la Kill, Nagi no Akusura, that one with the fish knee that I keep hearing about, and there's Samurai Flamenco as well. And I think that's it. But Golden Time was the one that I wanted to start watching first for some reason. And I love it. I think it's so good. I don't know how to explain it. It's still airing. It could end up being absolutely shit, but I doubt it will be. I'm on episode 10. There you go. That's all I want to say about that one. We get to talk about the seasonal stuff, but I'm not actually going to talk about the seasonal stuff. I'm just going to give it a thumbs up if I like it, thumbs down if I don't like it, and a wobbly hand if I'm not too sure about my feelings on it yet. So, let's do that. Chunibyo 2, Hozuki no Reitetsu, Inari Konkon Koi Iroha, Nisekoi, and that one's probably going to be a bit controversial. Nobunaga the Fool, Nobunagan, Noragami, pretty good. Go watch that one if you like bones. Norin. This is easily one of the worst things I'm watching this season, by the way. Really don't like Norin. Pupa. Recently my sister is unusual, don't ask me why. Sakura Trick. Quite pleasantly surprised by this one too. Space Dandy. The Pilot's Love Song. Tonari no Seki-kun. Wizard Barristers. Still don't think the good shows make up for how bad this season is on a whole, but I'm gonna also start watching Wake Up Girls and Engaged to the Unidentified, I think, because those are the only 2 shows that I was sort of on the fence about trying out, so I thought I'd give them a go. So we'll move on to films and OVAs, I think. So, the first thing, the reason why I was away for so long is because I went to see 2 films in the cinema, one being Princess Mononoke and the other one being Howl's Moving Castle. And I got to see Ghibli films in the cinema. That's the best thing to come out of this situation, I've got to be honest. I was always really certain that I wasn't sure which one of these films that I liked more, and then I saw them in cinema, and I don't know why there was ever a contest. It's definitely Princess Mononoke. I really like Howl's, but seeing it in the cinema was just not a fun experience for some reason. So yeah, that was the thing that I did. Really happy that I finally got to see these 2 films in cinemas because they're 2 of my favourites. And if you ever get to see Ghibli films in cinemas, I would definitely recommend it. And I watched 3 OVAs this month, the first one being Guilty Crown Assortment, which I wasn't really sure why I was watching it in the first place, because it was literally just a recap of the first, 11 episodes of Guilty Crown. But I think I was watching it to try and will myself into buying the DVD in this country, and it's not really done that for me, because I still don't own it. I will probably get it at some point, it's Guilty Crown. I don't know, it's not great. The next thing that I watched was the Utapri special, which was a Christmas special, and just so good. Might have mentioned a few times over the past week, I really like Utano Prince Summer. and I really liked the special. It was a really good Christmas special as well because it was all about their first Christmas together and it was just so lovely. The last OVA that I watched was the Tsukite Inayo OVA, and I was trying to remember why I really liked this show and the OVA just did not do that for me, but I'm sure that I liked this show as much as I did for a reason, so I'm just going to trust my past self on that one and maybe rewatch it one day. Who knows? So this month I finished 5 shows and 3 OVAs. I think it'll be fun over the next year to keep a tally of how many things I finish. That'll be a fun little thing that we'll do, and then at the end of the year we can be like, yay, you didn't watch that much because you're a noob. Alright, that's everything from me for now, so thank you for watching, take care, and I will see you guys soon.